Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron.
I'm Thom.
And we are back at the review table. Back at the review table. This is exciting.
I feel like there should be like a chai run, like breaking news.
I can work on it.
I feel like a news reporter.
That would be awesome.
I should have better posture. That's right.
Oh, my posture's awful.
It's terrible. Okay.
It's life in IT time. So, tonight, Sage Print Labs sent us some exciting samples. We're going to check them out. These aren't mechs, Thom. They're aerospace fighters.
That's when the aerospace comes across the bottom.
Breaking news! Aerospace fighters!
Aerospace fighters.
It's really cool because while they do have a couple of mechs, and they did send me some things that I wanted to look at, primarily the purpose is aerospace fighters. Yeah. And they have actually a substantial number of them, maybe 10 or 12 different designs. They sent me two, and I'm blown away. I really love them. So
are they all homebrews, or are they sort of mishmashes?
No, they well, let's say that they're inspired by BattleTech designs.
Gotcha.
You can use them for anything. Of course, they have their own custom names, but they do loosely align, in my opinion.
Size, roll, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, okay, exactly. And size is a big one we'll talk about.
I know.
The scaling on these is just, it's like the Wave 2, Wave 1 minis, right? Just astronomically better. And actually, I do have the Shilone, the Wave 1 or Wave 2 special aerospace fighter here as well to compare. So we're going to look at all that stuff, guys. We'll just give you our raw, unfiltered opinions, as always. Maybe a Jeff Bezos joke if you're lucky.
Jeff Bezos.
I saw, by the way, I saw a video about the new they're coming out with a new Lord of the Rings TV show, and he was like all over it, and he was like, ha ha ha, and I was like thinking of you the whole time.
Wait, Jeff Bezos is in the show?
No, that would be amazing. Yes, he's a hobbit.
He's an orc. Kind of looks like an orc these days.
He is Sauron.
Oh, Sauron.
It's true. Anyway, all right, back to BattleTech. Guys, Sage Print Labs, exciting stuff. It's coming right up. And we're back. All right, guys, are you ready for some aerospace action?
I'm ready. Get him out here.
All right, so we got two. This one, I got to look up the name. So the one you have is the Hammer Prime.
Isn't this a Klingon? Kind of reminds me of a Klingon fighter.
Also known as Clan. It's a Clan Omni fighter, so basically the same thing.
And what was the name of it?
So that one is the Hammer, which is actually the Sabotai, I think is how you say it. That's a Clan Omni fighter. And I have the Hellraiser, which is actually the stand-in for the Lucifer.
Oh, I like the offset minigun,
cool.
like an A10 Warthog.
So the first thing I noticed about these was the scale. I did prime these this morning just because, you know, the resin was a little bit transparent. It's high quality. It flexes. It doesn't snap.
That, yeah.
You know, like I don't want to flex it too hard, but you can see I'm flexing this puppy.
I'll take your word for it.
Right, and it's not snapping. They're high quality. If I dropped it, I wouldn't be afraid that it would shatter in a million pieces. But it was a little translucent, so I did prime them today, so it would pick up more of the detail. But let's start with this one.
Sure.
Some observations aside from size. The first thing I loved was, this is the second thing I looked for, was does it have a hole pre-drilled in it or pre-baked in it for the base? It does. So this is like your standard IWM base, you know, or peg. It's a little big.
You need to use
right.
More.
So then the more modern one. This is the one from the Shilone, as it were. And it does fit in there pretty well. So check that out. Check that out. Pretty nice.
Yeah, I bet if you chopped off the skinny part,
it would probably slot within. But yeah, honestly,
are these resin cast or are these 3D printed?
These are, well, I think they're resin printed. Was my guess. Yes. Okay. I mean, Sage Print Labs. I don't think they're pouring resin into molds, Tom. It's not Sage Pour Labs.
Sage Pour. That's good.
Zing. No, but I believe they are resin 3D printed. They're definitely they're way too smooth to be.
Well, that's why I was wondering if they weren't even printed.
There's no
This is the most impressive 3D
I've ever seen.
If it's a 3, we have to look into this and fact check this because Joe Rogan's in
Fact
so much
check.
trouble right now.
He's in so much trouble.
We have no chance if he's getting this much.
I know. I heard he was getting $100 million for 4 years from. We got an offer for.
Yeah, from.
I would take $10 million
Rumble or
over 4
whatever.
years.
Yeah.
I'd feel good if anybody wants to
Spotify's
buy
backing them up.
DFA. If Spotify wants to buy Death from Above for $10 million, $20 million,
Okay.
$20 million. So we can each walk with 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Kevin, you lose.
But back to this. But seriously, this is the most. I can't even find a single, like, printing mark on these. Maybe on the bottom right there. You see
there
that?
It is.
Maybe.
I warned John over to HM Knives. I'm like, listen, man, I just want to be clear. Like when we do our reviews, like it's unscripted. Like Tom says what Tom says. Like I'm not like
send me the hate mail.
If you don't want us to give an honest review, like just tell me now and we won't do it. And he was like, no, man, I want you to give an honest review. Yeah. So I'm impressed that you're impressed.
I am. I'm curious how much they cost, but yeah, we can go into that later.
Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna look. I didn't even look.
Yeah.
We can play a game and guess.
Okay.
They are available on Aries Games and Minis.
Oh, Derek stocks them?
Derek either does or will be stocking them soon,
nice.
And Steel Warrior Studios. So check out the. Here's what I like. I like the. Yeah, whatever you call those, like the airfoils in the wing, right? It looks like the flaps like move up and down. The detail on the cockpit is great. You noted it on the Sabotage, like the minigun underneath.
Does that one have one as well?
It does not, but I mean even just the detail on the bottom side and the thrusters, right?
Yeah, really nice ones on that. This has like almost like a stealth, exhaust exit right where it exits to the top and bottom to diffuse that. This would be a very stealthy jet, and it's
probably like an 8,000 point Omni fighter.
Yeah, it is interesting that I was thinking the first thing I thought was what do you call that? Do gunpowder weapons work in space?
Oh,
can you shoot like?
They shoot them. I mean, technically no, but
because they do lasers, right? I just mean in real life. I don't mean in like.
I mean, you need oxygen for combustion, so I would think not. But I mean, obviously
there's still a little bit of oxygen, right?
No. I mean.
Oh, it's the vacuum of space, right?
Right. There's like nothing.
We have to look this up.
But I mean, you could assume that it supplies it for the combustion somehow. It is the 31st century and beyond.
It could, actually in space, like I bet you could just use compressed air or something, right?
Yeah.
There's
or
no
like
resistance,
like
right?
a Gauss rifle.
Yeah, magnetic acceleration. There you go. So this is probably a magnetic accelerator.
It's probably a rotary. Actually, I don't think it is. I don't know what that is. Probably an Ultra. I'm not good with Clan Omni fighters. I don't know what they have.
Did they actually align the weapons with BT, or
well,
are they
you know
more
what?
generic?
Why don't we take a look on our favorite website?
That phone
Sarna
is
dot.
gigantic.
What is it? Sarna dot.
Net. Is it?
Which one did you give your SSN to?
yeah. Sarna.ru.
All right, so Sabotage, here it is.
Oh, that's pretty accurate. I can see where they changed it.
They modernized it, right? Similar to Wave 2, but it's true to form.
They did some angular stuff with the wings. Very cool.
It is a Gauss rifle. Look at that.
See, because they know you can't shoot an AC.
There's like naval autocannons, like the big warships have them. Yeah, they definitely shoot at autocannons in space, but
they have something special going on there.
I want to trade you because I want to look at this one. I want to look at this one.
Touch that filthy clan technology. This guy's cool.
Smells like power.
Unlimited power.
Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, the detail here is very impressive.
Yeah. It reminds me of like a stealth fighter.
The air intakes or whatever they are.
They're on top of the body.
Even like the downward fins, right? Just really great detail, and again, fits on real nice. So what I want to do is I want to compare it to a couple of things. So I have some old fighters here.
Aerospace fighters.
I love them, but they're
cool.
tiny.
They're
so
very cool.
So here, let me line them up here. Right.
What are these for ants?
What is this school for ants? It's Aerospace fighters for ants. But you can see that. I mean, the size difference is substantial. And then if we take the brand new special edition Shilone fighter because he wants some friends. He wants some friends to shoot. Like,
you can't just field like 15 of these things.
No, you can't. Like, now he's got friends.
Yeah. And it actually looks like you could almost origami them all together.
Almost. If they were all clan fighters, they would form Voltron.
Like this. There you go.
So the one thing I did want to look up was, so the Sabotage. So this one is 75 tons. I believe the Shilone is 60 or 65.
Wait, this thing weighs.
It's a 75 tonner, bro.
75 tons. No wonder it's so
Shilone
big.
is 65, and the Lucifer I think is like in that same range. Lucifer's also 65. Yeah.
And the Lucifer is also 65.
So so compare these volumetrically.
I can see that they're pretty well scaled.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What do you guys think here? We'll bring them up here and kind of see.
Yeah, I mean the Shilone does definitely look bigger, and it is, and it should be.
Yeah. But it's a little more girthy. I think they look pretty comparable.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the scaling. I mean, compared to the smaller fighters, I mean, it's a shame because these are very cool, but I mean, I want this.
Yeah. Can I see those two?
Both of these?
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
Now I kind of want to
Thom wants
give
to
a critical eye to the.
Be critical. And that's what they want here. That's what the fans want, Thom.
I don't know about that. But, yeah, pretty nice.
Pretty nice. I know. I do like them. So while Thom is looking, I will tell you the full gamut of fighters that they have currently. So they have the Hammer, right, which is the Sabotage, right, that one over there. They've got the Hellraiser, which is the Lucifer. They've got a Jagatai, which is another Omni fighter. They've got the Corvus Omni fighter. They've actually got this one here, this Lightning, which is one of my favorites. I love this thing. I think it has an autocannon 20 on it. Something nasty on there. But that is, they have that. They've got the Slayer, which is a classic, the Corsair, the Mechbuster, and like I said, the Lucifer, and then the Sulla, which is another Omni fighter. I looked at the Corsair. I want to order one because I want to see what it looks like.
How do you spell Sabotage?
You looking at what it means?
No,
you're just looking it up. I'm sorry.
That is something I would do, which is really funny. I was curious what the battle value is on it.
Is it a night cow? Is it some form of cattle?
Is it a cattle? Yeah. Because I'm just like a 75-ton aerospace fighter, like, or...
Oh, dude, they get big.
3,200 BV.
3,200 BV. That's
BV2, BV2.
Right. That's like an entire inner sphere. I mean, 8, 16, 24. I mean,
You get a Gauss, 3 ER
small light lance,
2 ER PPCs, and 2 large pulse lasers. That's
oh my god, large pulse
brutal.
lasers, dude. That's insane. And a Gauss rifle.
And a Gauss rifle.
That's an insane loadout, and that thing's screaming across the battlefield.
Yeah, I mean, just like, yeah, good luck.
Just like mowing your dudes down. Really cool. Really cool.
Sabotage meaning. It can't mean anything, right? Sabotage Mongolian. It was a Urukai general and the primary military strategist of
Genghis Khan. Look at that.
We
learned something new tonight, folks. That's the same.
I'm telling you, there's always a hidden meaning behind these things.
So that's why this is why BattleTech is special.
It is.
I was having this conversation with somebody last night, like 40K and BattleTech. Out of all of this is why War Machine, in my opinion, was like never that exciting. Like they just didn't have like the depth. It was a cool universe, but just not the same.
Yeah, it didn't grab you.
Sorry, War Machine fans.
Don't even know what that is, to be honest.
Yeah, you never fell down that rabbit hole. Me and Brian played that a lot.
For that.
Yeah,
that was Brian. He brought that filth into your house.
He did. It was awful. And now I have all of this crap in my attic. I'm not even gonna lie. He like left all of his minis here.
He always wants
and
to be
then moved
different.
to New York. Damn you, Brian. Damn you.
If he actually watches this, it'll be pretty funny.
He doesn't watch it.
There's no way he watches it.
He's got 2 kids now. He's too cool for us, even though I have more kids than him.
You have more kids than me too, so.
Are
you trying to say I have no excuses?
No, you have no excuses.
1 kid is just as hard as 3. That's what I've heard.
It's true. It's true. 2's the easiest. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
All right.
Where were we?
Aerospace fighters. So I have nothing else to say about these. All I'm going to do, the last thing I want to do is I want to go on Aries.
Oh, we're gonna look at the prices. Yeah.
What do you think? What would you pay for one of these?
So what did the new style mechs work out to per? It's like $5 a mech, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say. Do they come with bases? Probably not. And stands? If not, I'm gonna say probably around the same. I don't know. 3D printed mechs are always really expensive. They go up to like $10. So I would say anywhere from 5 to 10. I'm gonna say $8. I'll split the difference. Say $8.
You think $8 for one of those? One of those fine 3D printed miniatures.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I would pay $12 for one of those.
Is that how much they are?
No, they're 11. What a bargain! No, I mean, I think 11, like you said, like for 3D prints, that's like pretty much.
Yeah, and I should have specified, like, I think I was paying like $10 a mini for like pretty trash
3D prints.
3D prints
On like Etsy and stuff. There's a couple real good guys on Etsy that I like.
Yeah, no offense to 3D printers.
But there's a lot of ones that are not very good.
And nothing to
These are phenomenal. These are the best prints I've ever seen in my life.
Do they make minis or mechs as well?
So I didn't get a full mech. I asked for just a couple of bits. He sent me a couple of Stormcrow arms.
Let me see some bits.
I got two, one for me, one for you. Because I'm in my, you might see a series of videos of me chopping up mechs and reposing them and modifying them.
This is also extremely good quality.
But this is a Stormcrow arm from, I don't know, the Stormcrow E or something along those lines. Yeah. And
what I want to show is how straight and accurate and deep the pods are. If I could get a good shot of that.
Yeah.
Like, that's really impressive to me, because that's always where miniatures struggle.
Well, check this out.
Really nice. Wow, I'm impressed. This is really good stuff. I'm curious to see their.
So I read an announcement.
Okay.
I think I read an announcement that the Creative Juggernaut was putting their Black Knight back up for sale, but then they were done with the Black Knight, and I don't know if that means that they're done forever.
One?
The one with the sword, remember?
Yeah.
But the one thing I loved about these was the fact that you had all these
Multi-piece.
cool bits, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, what would it look like if I put this arm on the Creative Juggernaut Stormcrow? And
they're not quite as delicate. I will say they're not quite as sculpted. Like, look at the difference in the joint. It's a little slimmer here. It's pegged, right?
It's
Which
pegged
I don't always
differently.
love, but whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that is interesting. The scaling is. I think it's just, again, the chunkiness of it's a little bit more.
Yeah, it's definitely that MechWarrior online style.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe it's splitting the difference between the new style plastics, like the Scroggins plastics.
Correct.
Am I allowed to call them that?
Yeah, the Scroggins plastics.
And like
I would call them. Yeah.
And what you imagine from like 16-bit graphics.
Yeah.
I like it.
Exactly. I mean, I think they're close enough that they can fit. I think that from a product perspective, anything from Sage Print Labs has like my stamp of approval. If everything is unless you like printed it on the very highest quality, it took like 14 days to print. It's like, we're gonna send it. I don't think so. But
the ringers. Yeah.
The ringers.
Why did I do the ringers? Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, but these are really good. These are really good.
Yeah.
So guys, Sage Print Labs, you can get them over at Aries Games and Minis. You can get them over at Steel Warrior Studios. Again, they've got a whole line of aerospace fighters, both Inner Sphere fighters and Clan Omni fighters. And then the Mech Buster too, which is a conventional fighter. I don't think it could fly in space. It's unfortunate.
Oh, that's really funny. Helicopters can't fly in space either.
They cannot. They cannot fly on moons either. Moons that don't have an atmosphere.
That's true. So it's 11 at Aries Games and Minis, like with Eric usually prices things.
I looked it up at Steel Warrior Studios. I actually don't know that they're online at Aries yet. We can take a look.
But so that sounds about right then. I didn't know if that was like an MSRP or that's what they're actually selling for. You get
this aerospace fighter 5% under MSRP.
Use the code.
Call now.
Mech Farm.
Oh my god, dude, that's too funny. Yeah. It's like the car salesman who slide the piece of paper across the table. You can get this aerospace.
You just look at this. You just look at this right now.
Don't worry about what your wife says. All right,
You just tell me what payment you want. Let's not talk about pricing. What do you want to pay
Oh my
per
god,
month
dude.
for this mech?
All right, let me see if they're.
Can I start like a mech mini leasing business?
I mean, we just had the conversation with the what was that? The Executioner. Remember, you made the lease joke on that one.
Did I? I don't know.
It's old.
Leases are on my mind.
Leases are. Didn't you just get a car? I don't see them
It's been a
on
while.
Aries yet. John over at
That's
Sage did tell me that I think they were still finalizing all of that.
That's right.
But it is listed on his site. Maybe I just can't find it because I'm an idiot. But
Yeah,
Who
that would be
knows?
the only thing I would say. Like, stylistically, they're definitely a little bit chunkier. I notice on the arms, and I notice on these things too. Like just like the thickness of everything,
mm-hmm.
and but it's so nicely detailed. I want to know his process for making them.
Yeah, I do want to own more of these.
Those are
What I
cool.
want to do is
What would your build up be? Like 3 of each?
You know, I don't know. So typically what I've done was I'll buy like 2 or 3 of one flavor and then just paint them for a faction.
Yeah.
I mean, because you don't use them that much. But what I would like to do is do an all aerospace battle one day. Some people have been asking for it. We could use like that's why I have the space mat out. It could happen.
Yeah.
It could happen.
And we have the Gauss rifles to prove it.
It could
You
happen.
grab like a 75-ton mech. I'm just curious how they
scale out.
Yeah.
Tom's gonna make me go to the shelf, guys.
go to the shelf. This is a new segment. Aaron, go to the shelf.
All right. So we have the Orion, the Marauder.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, that good? Satisfying.
Oh, you're getting the big boys, yeah.
And then here's a Catapult, which is 65-ton mech, which is the same size as the other two. And those are all Wave 2.
Can they dock together?
Can
There you go.
Well, that's the 75-tonner. This is a 65-ton. He just like launches. It's like, whoa!
It's like, yeah, the spaceship. This one I don't think will dock. Nah, it doesn't really dock. Oh,
What is he doing, guys?
I don't know. But
I think, you know, from a volumetric perspective,
super good, yeah, man.
I mean, they're close,
I'm into it.
You know, I mean,
That makes no sense.
these make no sense.
Maybe it was because they were supposed to be like really. It was like, oh, this is what it would look like to a mech on the ground. They look tiny.
really far up in the sky.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like model in the perspective.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
No, but I really like these. The only thing I will say is, and I struggle with it's the same thing with the Shilone too. I need to find, and I'm sure they're out there, taller ones of these.
Well, you can put them together.
But I don't have like a whole bunch of them. I don't know where to get them.
Oh yeah, you can.
So there's got to be a place that sells just these, or I can salvage my my 40K stuff.
Well, I was thinking, aren't they the same as the Star Wars ones?
They're not. Those are keyed, but
and they have circles on, and then the
Yeah.
40K ones have circles on the end usually.
yeah. I mean, those you could graft in. I mean, I
Still.
guess. Actually,
Why can't you just buy
not a
them?
bad idea.
You sure Derek doesn't stock that kind of thing?
I think these were special, like only that came with the backers.
Didn't
But
even
I don't
think
know,
about
guys. I don't know.
that. Okay, I'm taking a point away from them for not including bases with things that work.
Take 1 point, so they get 9 points.
Yeah, we'll give them a
9 out of 10 bombs.
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 space guns.
Oh my goodness gracious! You can paint that up in some jade falconry. That'll look good.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah. I don't know what I want to paint this one in.
I'm painting those ghost bears, but I'll do it with jade.
We'll
It
ghost
makes
bears
more
too.
sense as jade.
Either
What was
way.
I reading? I was reading something about fish. It was a fish that was, 2 colors, so that when the predators are under it, it looks like the sky, and when they're on top of it, it looks like the dark
Is that what
ocean.
inspired?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So when you get it, it looks
Right.
like space, and then on the other side, it looks like a planet. So it'd be the opposite. It'd be a black bottom and a colored top.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. All right. Well, hopefully
Yeah.
at least entertained you for a little bit while we showed you these amazing new minis. I can't stress enough the quality of the print.
I hope it comes through on the camera.
Well, I'm going to put them on the turntable too,
Okay, and get some good high res
which
stuff.
they probably already know because by now they've watched the
It's
video.
already been on there. Yeah.
It's like time travel.
This is real time. You're in
But
space.
yeah, we'll get some good close-ups if we can. But yeah, I mean there's no print lines. I mean, there's no blemishes.
I could honestly believe they were cast.
I mean, I've been looking for blemishes and I don't see.
I mean, if
one.
you want,
I mean,
I can show you some
I
off camera.
see one. Show you one off camera. I mean, just a little, like, it feels a little rough on the tip of the wing, but I can't even really see it.
The reason I was thinking they might be cast and stuff because like that could be a pour hole, you know.
Interesting. Maybe they are cast. I don't know. But either way, whatever they are, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
But
maybe I just don't want to believe that a 3D printer can get quality like that. Because then I want one, like even more than I've already wanted one.
Could happen, guys. Thom could get one. I need new objective. We need new objective markers, custom DFA objective markers.
I like it. They do need a little bit of a zhuzh.
Yeah.
Zhuzh them up a bit.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Well, listen, guys. So again, Sage Print Labs. Check them out over at Steel Warrior Studios. Also, Aries Games and Minis. And as a reminder, subscribe, like, leave a comment, subscribe again. And if you want,
create more fake accounts and subscribe to them.
Create like 1 million accounts and subscribe. We crested 7,000 subscribers, Thom. We're on our way to 10,000. That's the next milestone.
Oh.
That's the next milestone.
It could happen pretty fast.
It could happen.
We went from 6 to 7 pretty good.
Yeah, we did. We did indeed.
We appreciate every one of you.
We do.
I know all of your names by the way.
All of your
every
names
single
by
one
heart. Thom reads them to himself before bed.
It's like a litany. I have like the red
on
marker.
On the 4th day, the subscribers shall be named.
Bone Master 420 became our 7,000th subscriber.
Oh my god.
I entered in with like a quill, you know.
Can't even.
And then he was surpassed.
The quill.
Yeah.
The big like illuminated manuscript. Oh god.
It's 240K. That's 240K.
That's 240K.
Yeah.
That's 240K. Or I mean, Comstar's kind of weird too.
Yeah, that's true. I imagine it'd be more like the Minority Report thing. It'd be like moving things in space.
It's like bald chicks in your basement, like sleeping in a pool.
And they're always just all
posing.
Yeah. So why is everybody always posing in this room? They're all just like.
Oh my god.
Tom Cruise.
Gotta love it.
Mm.
Anyway, that's funny. So on that note, if you want to help us, you can also go over to Patreon. A couple tiers over there. Destiny card builder, a bunch of other cool things, exclusive access to downloads, first look at things, all that good stuff. New soundtrack coming out, mentioned that. You can listen to our current soundtrack on Spotify, Amazon, all the major streaming platforms, and even some of the minor ones.
It happens.
It's pushed everywhere, and then the new album will be out probably in the spring, or so, maybe early summer. But that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, Sage Print Labs, check them out. Steel Warrior Studios, Aries Games and Minis. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, stay tuned. Always great stuff coming from Death from Above Wargaming. Have a good night.